Well, construction is constantly seen across the valley, but next week a new luxury apartment complex will open with a mission to help children fighting cancer. Joining me now, Wayne Lasko with Storybook Homes, as well as Dawn Marie Bernhard with Cure for the Kids Foundation. Good morning, you guys. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
I'm excited to have you because, like we just said, we constantly see construction across our community. But it is really the first time, at least I'm hearing, about a place that's just opening, trying to do something more. And your mission at Storybook Homes, and as well with your family, Wayne, is to help kids fighting cancer.
Yeah, we conceived the Mercer several years ago, and we've been working on it for the last couple of years. We just got our certificate of occupancy here within the last couple of weeks, and we thought it would be a really good, neat idea to mix having the Mercer grand opening with a charity function, because our family was touched by cancer. Our youngest son, Colin, had cancer when he was 3.5, which was about 16 years ago.
Wow. And back then, you were telling me you guys had to seek out-of-state treatment because there just weren't the programs that there are now to help kids fighting cancer 16 years ago.
Yeah, the way it was explained to us by the doctors, 80% of kids 30 years ago unfortunately died and 20% lived. Now, roll the clock ahead 30 years later, 80% of kids are living and 20% are the children are unfortunately still passing away. So the purpose of the Storybook Homes long-term follow-up clinic is to study those kids and help those kids later in life, because the community still doesn't quite understand what happens to these kids with the drugs that they're given, you know, to help them to survive. So that's the purpose of this clinic, is to facilitate the help of these families, especially what our family went through 16 years ago.
And you guys are pairing with Cure for the Kids Foundation to start this clinic or keep it going. Let's go ahead and talk about how this partnership has come about. Dawn Marie, if you want to take that.
Yeah, the Laska family and Storybook Homes have donated $500,000 to us so that we can have this clinic continue. And what it is it's started up, it's 80% of children, or 82% are now surviving, which is fantastic. But 2/3 of them at least have one late effect from the chemotherapy and the toxins that we have to throw at them to actually cure them. So it's things like it can affect any system in the body. An example would be chemotherapy, which shreds the frontal lobe, which can help with cognitive impairment. So it's things like that, assessing them, finding out what's going on. So the long-term follow-up is, this is what we know about this cancer and this treatment when you were this age and you were this body weight and you received this chemotherapy, and it gives them a whole binder to basically, that is their Bible that they can take from doctor to doctor, that explains exactly what they had and what they should watch out for in future years.
And again, like you said, Wayne, this is something your family is dealing with. Your son, while he had it 16 years ago when he was 3 years old, he still has those long-term effects.
Yeah, our family and Colin in particular struggles with just everyday functions. You know, he has a hard time getting up in the morning. He has a hard time organizing himself. He just struggles with emotional, he struggles with depression, and he's just a young man that's trying to find his way. And
he beat cancer.
He did.
So now it's that long-term care that these survivors need. Well, if you want to go ahead and help the clinic keep running, as well as Cure for the Kids Foundation, the grand opening of the Mercer, which is the luxury apartment, will be April 5th from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. That is where they will be raising money for all of this. The Mercer is actually located at 9830 West Tropicana Avenue. Thank you so much for coming by, you guys. I really do appreciate it, and everything you guys are doing for our community. So stay with us.